I really want to dive deeper into this concept of AI and people fearing, losing their jobs, people saying that, it's going to now be the most, personalized individual experience. But when you look at it today, there's also a lot of people that are using it as a shiny object. And it's just the next thing to put in play. And they're implementing it in a really crappy way. It's a really crappy experience where people are sitting there going, let me talk to a human. This sucks. And now when you talk to a human, it's not a normal conversation. It's an elevated emotional conversation because you pissed me off. And now I have to make sure that representative agent can handle someone that's sitting there going, you guys suck. And I now have to be really emotional in this conversation. So AI tech, I think it's great when it's used properly and you understand how to measure if it's actually doing what you want and you have an outcome, something that you know what it's going to be for you. And if not, then otherwise it's the next shiny object. I mean, are you seeing that same thing and how people are missing the mark versus people are going like, okay, this is how you actually implement this?
Yeah. I mean, right now, I think everybody is just sort of in the give me some of that AI, right? They don't even know
what it is.
What they're just, my boss says I have to have AI. So let me get AI. We're in that sort of part of the hype cycle, which is natural. The better way to do it is to say, okay, what are all of our processes and key decision points and inflection points, drop-off points, friction points, and how can we use AI to improve those specific things, right? So you should be thinking about it through tasks, assignments, goals, objectives, math, not I just want AI, because just like customer experience, even say AI, it doesn't make any sense, right? There's like, we're very close to a situation where to say I need AI is like saying I need computer, right? Like, because AI is going to be in everything. So to say I need AI is almost like a ridiculous statement because everything will have AI. So, it's like having a department of radio, it's dumb, right? So, but I will say the other problem right now is that most business leaders are looking at AI as a way to increase margin, right? They're looking at AI as efficiency gains, as opposed to what I think they should be doing, which is using AI as a way to delight their customers more. Both are possible. They don't have to be, in opposition, but I think right now they're largely in opposition, right? You can either use AI to do the same amount of stuff that you're doing today, cheaper, or you can use AI to spend the same amount you're spending now, but do more. And I think the latter is the better approach personally. Again, because I believe in lifetime value, probably more than most people. But I've seen some pretty exciting demos around empathic AI and voice and stuff like that. Like, there's some pretty crazy stuff coming, which I'm really, really excited about. But as always, right, the devil's in the details. I think everybody's a little like, yeah, I was promised a better chatbot too, and that didn't work out, right? And so, now you're like, oh, and now it's chatbot 2.0. Like, I'm not that stoked. I think AI is a lot more than that, but there, in my estimation, there's a fair amount of skepticism, certainly amongst consumers, about kind of what AI customer experience is going to mean for them.